Like you said, my name is Kirk Simpson. I'm very happy to be here propagating the stereotype that every white dude in his 20s thinks he'd be great at stand-up comedy. So thank you for supporting that. I'm 21 years old. I just turned 21 during the pandemic, which was very exciting, but not for the reasons everybody thinks. You know, when you tell people you just turned 21, everyone's like, yeah, man, ready to go get messed up? Ready to go party? Like, no, man. I'm excited to be 21 because that means there's only 34 more years until I can move into the villages. I am terrible at golf, but I feel like once it's free for the rest of my life, I'm going to figure a few things out. So ready to be old, man. If for no other reason than that people will stop making fun of me for going to bed at a reasonable hour. Like, I used to live with 3 guys who were just party animals. They would go out partying every night of the week, and I would be like their weird dad in my pajamas at 8:30 reading a Henry Kissinger biography like, oh, what's that, gang? Oh no, sorry, I can't go out tonight. They're just getting to his time as Chancellor of the College of William and Mary. It's riveting stuff, I tell you. But you guys be safe out there. You need some change? I think I got some. COVID was a blessing for me. Because like as an introvert, when Dr. Fauci comes out and is like, guys, we can't go anywhere, we can't gather in large groups, that is a dream come true. I gotta tell you. I don't go anywhere anyway, because when I do, bad things just always happen to me. That's the kind of person I am. Like the other week, I was driving to meet some friends, and I hit a deer with my car. If you've never hit a deer with your car, I can't say I recommend the experience. Stay home instead. Sitting inside doing a puzzle and watching the Law & Order marathon on VTV has never cost me $4,000 in damage to my 2016 Honda Fit. So what happened was, I was driving up near UCF on Alafaya Trail. This is a 6-lane road, 3:30 in the afternoon, and I see a deer sprinting across the road, which was weird because she wasn't using the crosswalk. So I watch this deer go, and I look back at the road just in time to see the second deer standing in the road that I'm going to hit. So I slam on my brakes, and she kind of tries to dive out of the way, but she just smashes into the right side of my windshield, sending shards of glass onto the groceries I had in the front seat. And what I've learned from telling this story to people is that at this point, everybody feels bad for the deer. I'm fine. Thank you so much for asking. But it's like the Model T Ford was invented in 1920. So roads have existed for 100 years. And it still hasn't made its way into the deer community that running out in front of cars is a bad idea. They're just at their bi-weekly deer meeting like, all right guys, we're gonna get this thing started here. I wanna tell you about some events we got coming up in the community. We got a screening here in a couple days of the very influential, well-known documentary Bambi. Make sure to bring the kids out to that, they'll love it. But now, for right now, I wanna bring up our friend from up north, Scott. He's gonna tell you about his new philosophy regarding roads. So, bucks and does, please put your hooves together for Scott. Thank you, Jeremy. For years now. You know that's how deer talk? Thank you. For years, we deer have been facing an epidemic, and that is one of getting caught in the headlights. So today I have a new solution. We cross the road during the day. Seems pretty good, right? But how does it work? All the cars are out there, they turn off their headlights, you cross, you go running buck wild, and everybody's safe. So I hit the deer. I hit this deer. She goes flying off to the side of the road, and I manage to pull in a parking lot, and I get AAA on the phone, but they tell me the tow truck won't be there for 45 minutes. So 3.5 hours later, the tow truck shows up. The kid driving the truck was about my age, 21, 22, and as we're driving to the body shop, he gets on the phone with his supervisor, and he goes, hey, I got this last car. Before I go out again, I need to stop by and pick up a new truck because one of the airbags in this one just popped. But we're only going a couple miles, so it should be fine. What does that mean? From the scant amount of Googling I could do while my heart is pounding out of my chest, I managed to figure that one of the airbags in the cabin that we're driving in has deployed, but it hasn't quite gone And so I, as an Orlando native, am terrified. Because if you grew up like I did, you grew up riding Test Track, sponsored by GM. And you've seen these videos of those poor, defenseless crash test dummies getting just bodied by these airbags. And I don't know about the rest of you, I happen to like my kneecaps. They do good work. And I don't want them where my shoulder blades are. Thankfully, though, we make it to the body shop, the car gets fixed up, and long story short, that is how I got my hunting license. Thank you very much.